All right, we're back. Yeah. Circling Back podcast. I'm Dave. Welcome. Welcome to all the new listeners. Everybody that found our Halloween content, our Mexico content is now tuning in for the first time. They're like, well, what are these guys all about? Well, first of all,
what do we expect from these guys next?
Don't expect our studio to be unspooky.
It's still spooky in here.
Don't expect that. Because you'll be disappointed.
We mailed it in on the cleanup, but it'll get done today.
Well, yeah. I mean, Randy came in struggling. He had to have somebody drive him in because the little breathalyzer thing on his car wouldn't start. And so, yeah, this is the studio. This might just be it going forward. Started out as a spooky season bit, and next thing you know, we just want cobwebs at all times.
I wouldn't hate it, man.
I wouldn't either. Speaking of, producer Randall Trimbacki.
Buenos dias, David. ¿Cómo estás?
Bene.
Me gusta tequila Patron.
Wow.
I'll tell you that much right now.
Did you secure the side sponsorship like we thought you would?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I do not have a breathalyzer in my car, and I thought I came in quite thriving this morning. I wasn't dragging at all.
It was fine. It would be funny if you sneaky had a breathalyzer on your car.
My buddy's dad growing up had one, and there's nothing funny about this, but he would make his son blow for him sometimes. It's not funny. It's terrible, actually, but that's a true story.
So he couldn't have any alcohol in his breath?
Right. Yeah. Or else the car would like legitimately either not start, or like as you're driving, you have to like keep it going and it'll shut down. It
has a feature that makes sure you're not doing roadies.
Absolutely. Like I think you have to check in every like 15 minutes or something.
Road check. Damn.
Yeah.
That is sad.
It is sad.
Is there a happy ending? Did he ever?
As far as I know, he's doing great these days. I haven't heard otherwise.
How many Deweys before you get that?
He had a few under his belt.
Yeah, that'll do it.
At least two. Yeah.
You hate to see it. But no, I'm here. And we'll get into it, of course, but I didn't really feel hungover at all for how much I
Dude, that's that premium tequila.
That's that passionately handcrafted super premium tequila. No additives. None.
Those additives will get you
out of here.
Wow, he's wearing the hat too. That's a dope hat.
That hat is dope.
Yeah.
I legit really like it.
This is the Hacienda Patron. Invite only right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Can't wait to hear more about it.
We've got a whole segment bookmarked for that, bud.
I got questions.
Yeah, I got questions. Yeah, I really do. All right, well, thanks, Randy. You really set up your fill-in to fail, but thanks for coming in, dude.
I did not, and I do have the sound drop for you having questions, so we'll hit that up later.
What?
We'll get to it when you have some questions.
Okay.
It's from the Come episode. Cinematic Universe of Marvel, of course.
Of course.
Oh, I don't remember that one. That's exciting. I think Dan may have accidentally played some of those drops during one of the shows, maybe spooky season.
I have not caught up yet. I listened to the first third of the Tuesday episode or the Wednesday episode, so I have some catching up to do.
My other spooky season costume that I was going to do, I was going to go as the construction worker who dragged a sign across your car.
How are you going to pull that off?
I was just going to, well, Spirit Halloween has a pretty cheap, like, construction worker costume.
Yeah.
And then, like, I realized, like, I need the sign. And the sign, I needed to, like, have Randy help me make it, and it would have taken, like, 4 months.
You could have put a walkie-talkie on, like, a retractable string or something, so just throw it and then bring it back.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the walkie-talkie, yeah, but I went with Richard McRichardson instead.
Yeah.
General manager at the Dick Saloon.
Yeah.
Out Glasscock County.
Sure.
Speaking of Glasscock County, Dylan Shivry.
Very happy to be here. It's going to be a fire week of content. I can feel it in my bones. I would like to direct everyone's attention, please, to the Circling Back Instagram, where we just posted a clip of Dave in his vehicle driving while dressed up as... Is this a Rick Johnson? Is that Rick Johnson? And he looks a little too comfortable in this character. So much so. Also, the hat, You know, for it being like an $8 Amazon purchase, it looks great on Dave. Like it doesn't feel out of place to me. And maybe because I already saw you in studio as this character, but I don't know, man. My comment was it starts as a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was kind of the chatter.
That's how the mustache started, wasn't it? Started as a bit.
Yeah.
It just kind of works, man. I don't know what else to tell you.
Nipple piercing started as a bit.
We'll see how it goes.
Still got it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. You're here.
I'm here, man. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna try to start the new running back this week. The running back week in review. We'll see how that goes.
We'll start that. I'm going to start the my new posture initiative, which I'm bringing that back. And I don't think there's much I can do. I posted some clips over last week, pod clips, and I know it's like something about the angle. Maybe it was the angle Dan had the cameras at. I don't know, but my felt like my pelvis was like very prominent, and like it looked like I was.
You got a prominent pelvis.
I don't know what to say. You'll go look at the Richard Johnson and Richard McJohnson. Excuse me. Wait, what is it? Richard McRichardson?
You're mixing up two characters.
It's just too many characters.
Yeah.
That's probably a good sign that spooky season's over. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's Fumble the Coochie week. So
It's Fumble the Coochie week officially.
Oh, I did not know this.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
Hey, we finally made it.
Ricky, I hit up Ricky earlier to make a graphic. Ricky Prosper, friend of the show, and he's like, "All right, on it." He's like, "What exactly are you looking for?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. Just put something together. It'll probably be fine."
I mean, to be fair to Ricky, who's very talented, if I were given that directive, I would be like, what do I do?
I had an idea, but you guys shot it down.
How do you put that in graphic form?
What was it?
I thought it was a football player, and then they're like fumbling a ball, but instead of it, it's like a cat they're fumbling.
Oh, like P word.
It's a little too on the nose.
You might as well just make it like an actual, vagina.
Whoa. Yeah, just make it the whole vulva.
Jesus.
That word, something about that word, man. I don't know. Vulva. Sure, dude.
Anyway, he's on it. Graphic coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little too graphic, if you know what I'm saying, Campbell. Yeah, big week. So that's going to pertain to listener voicemails. 888-618-4422. If you've got any good stories about you and a member of the opposite sex or the same sex that you were about to hook up with, you wanted to hook up with, you thought you had a chance with, and you just blew it, metaphorically,
We want to hear
literally.
about it.
We want to know about it. We want to know what happened, where it went wrong. Tell us. 888-618-4422. Get in, get out, be tactical. If you got like a real banger, you're capped at 2 minutes on the voicemail, but you can give it to us. You can give us a 90-second one. We want to hear some good stuff, and that'll drop on Friday. That's listener voicemails. Mm-hmm. What do we got tomorrow?
I was gonna say, want to do a cold call? I mean, we haven't talked to the backers in a while.
It's a cold call.
I do want to do a cold call.
We have 3 of those hats. We all have to wear one.
Okay, yeah, that's doable.
Well, I've got I don't need one of those. I went by the Dillards and got a couple.
Okay, so we got plenty.
I get served Boston Scotty caps on TikTok like every 10th reel now because of you.
You're welcome.
They have so many different ones.
So you got the Patron side deal. You got Boston Scully. What is it?
Scally.
Scally.
That's why they call me the Scallywag.
Yarr.
You understand?
Like that. Yeah, I do understand. I don't have any side deals.
I don't know. I feel like Rick Johnson has a lot of side deals.
Well, he's got a lot of. Yeah, he's got some ventures.
He's got many
some
irons and many fires.
I don't have anything I've been riding for like randomly, just like to where people are like, what are they paying him? We'll make that change. We'll find something.
It seems like someone gets a little more Holler Brothers stuff than anyone else.
You know what? That's fair. I don't know why that did not come through for y'all. In fact, there's one man you can ask, actually. And we'll probably see him this week. Newsletter drops. Full disclosure. I just forgot to finish my what I'm drinking, smoking, watching this weekend. Last Thursday, we had a very ill-timed t-ball game, and I got home and I just forgot to submit my thing. So my newsletter that drops every Friday, or my blog that goes in our newsletter every Friday, it just didn't get put in, and that's on me, hand up. That's wash.substack.com. This Friday will be a good one. That I guarantee. If you're not watching, it's on youtube.com/circlingback. Please go subscribe if you have not done so. And go follow Do You Know It Show. I guess that's still a thing for Randy.
It is still a thing. Didn't do anything last week and probably will not be doing anything this week because I have a lot of reels and posts that I will be doing for the Mexico trip coming up. I have already 4 or 5 reels that I already know that I'm going to do.
So. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of reels.
Mm-hmm.
Eyeballs. Love to see it. Let's do our weekend of fun. Presented by Fair Harbor.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
We had the party and it was lit.
I got yelled at by a prostitute.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
Little Muertos, let's go.
Yeah, this weekend in fun brought to you by Fair Harbor, makers of the world's most comfortable swimwear, the same comfort that's earned thousands of 5-star reviews, built into their super soft apparel, made to be worn hard and broken in by the life you live. How about that tailwind crew neck?
I wore that in here the other day. Also, the jeans they sent me have become my go-to jeans.
They're great.
They become my go-to jeans. I also went on a little walk this morning in the joggers they sent, and they're fantastic.
You did. So you're just a Fair Harbor guy now.
I've been rocking Fair Harbor like crazy, man.
Fair Harbor was founded to protect the places you love. Since launching, this lifestyle brand has repurposed over 37 million plastic bottles into buttery soft essentials made for every day. Join their mission and return the favor to the planet. We're fans like the crew neck. Who are we with? Was it Klein? No, it wasn't Klein. Somebody I was with over the weekend was asking about Fair Harbor. And I was like, dude, yeah, their stuff's legit. And they're like,
it's legit.
I have some in my car right now. I had I had a hoodie on earlier, just in case it was a little too chilly this morning. It was very nice. We're huge fans. Yeah, I knew about them. I knew about their swimwear. I didn't know about the jeans and all the other stuff, but they're great jeans. It's a great fit. I think you and I got a lot of the same stuff.
Crew neck. We got the same brown crew neck that we're talking about. That's super dope.
Go to fairharborclothing.com and use code CIRCLING20 for 20% off your full price order now through November 15th. So you got a little bit of time to do that. Once again, that's fairharborclothing.com, HARBOR, fairharborclothing.com. For 20% off, make sure you use our code CIRCLING20 so they know we sent you. Dylan.
We're going to go Randy last. You're just going to get a whole segment, all right?
Yeah, you get your
good.
whole
So
seg.
sit tight, bud.
Hey, it's so tight over here.
Friday was Halloween. Took the little man trick-or-treating out here in the Zilker neighborhood. Same thing every year. We meet up at he's got a friend's house and all the parents. It's a meeting place. It's in the heart of the action. And this, I don't know if you saw the pictures I posted, but there's a street over here that kind of shuts down. I'm not kidding. There were probably 2,000 people on this street at one point while we were there. It's nuts.
Really?
Oof. You have to be careful because you'll lose your kiddos in there and this mob of people. So it was fun, man. They know how to do it right. It goes crazy. So
did you see the videos of 6th Street? How many people are there this weekend?
No.
Didn't look like a lot of fun.
I'll pull it up, but yeah.
Man,
is it built into like the HOA that you need to be like Halloween compliant, Halloween friendly?
I don't think so, but it's definitely like if you move on the street, I think the neighbors will like knock on your door, but hey, just so you know, like we take Halloween very seriously here. There was one house that wasn't participating, and they had a sign out front. It just said no candy, and they had no decorations or anything, and people just avoided this one house on the street.
What's the word?
Any
rumor as to what's going on there?
I don't know.
They just opted out this year.
Maybe they're against Halloween. Some people are against the darkness of Halloween.
Yeah, there's look at this.
Oh no.
That's my worst nightmare right there. Oh my God.
It's ridiculous. I am so glad that I am not in my young 20s anymore trying to go do something like that. It is ridiculous.
And there was no major incidents?
Not that I know of, but yeah, all the comments are people like this looks terrible.
I can't imagine being in that. That like even when I
Dude.
was 21, like that's not my scene.
Did you see San Marcos?
No.
Dude, shooting right outside tap room.
No shit.
Saturday night, guy died. There's 3 different shootings. I'm really bringing the room down. 3 different shootings, unrelated in San Marcos. One right on
God.
the square. Like, yeah,
What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know. But remember, we were commenting it like how there were no police on the square and like dudes were just like driving very fast, and we were like, "Ugh," you know, we kind of notice that stuff now because we're old.
Yikes.
Looks like we were kind of early on that.
Yeah.
Well, you said a guy died, huh?
Yeah,
Yikes.
yeah,
It's
not
too
great.
bad. R.I.P.
Rest in peace to him.
Saturday, watched some pretty entertaining football. Horns pulled it out against the Commodores. Weird game.
Whew.
Arch, sneaky looking, playing some ball. He had a clean pocket, man. To imagine what you can do with a clean pocket.
For me, I've always said their issues were more communication rather than talent based. It's amazing what can happen when you just start communicating.
That's right.
On that O line, that is.
Saturday evening, Chelsea and I, we had a little dinner party at some friend's house out Lakeway Way. And that was a good time. Sunday, Parks, another baseball game, and his team just, they're an absolute wagon. They played like a B- game, and they won by, I think, 6 runs. They're so good.
Are they undefeated?
Oh, yeah. Games haven't even been close.
Travel team
They're
coming soon,
they're
dude.
so good.
We got to keep these guys together.
Yeah. And then, we shut it down. Chelsea and I went to dinner. I texted you guys about this. There's a little place next to us. It's called Echo in Mexico on William Cannon. Randy, listen up. This is close to you too.
Okay.
I'm not kidding when I say this. The best margarita I've ever had. Maybe the best Mexican meal I've ever had in my life. I got the mole sampler. They specialize in their mole sauces. They have a few different ones. So I got 3 different enchiladas with 3 different mole sauces. And I'm telling you, man, Dave, the rice at this place, I know you're a big rice guy. The rice is perfect. You got to go. You got to go. It's so good.
I mean, it's got a 4.3. I'm looking at the
So
reviews.
I'm guessing the reviews, any negative marks against this place, like it's in a strip mall,
yeah, it's a very, very
Strip center.
normal.
and there's no ambiance to speak of. You know, you're not going to go. It's not like you don't go there and just throw down and it's a wild scene. It's not. It's just a little family restaurant, but man, they know how to make some food. It's so good.
You know what's funny about that? There's a 4-star review from July. Gave it a try finally after 3 years of going by it every day. Awesome ambiance. They got some awesome paintings for sale. Very beautiful. Food was pretty good. Went during happy hour. Was looking for some tacos, a la carte, but not much of a variety. Service was wonderful. So I ordered from them one time from DoorDash. I ordered the fajitas, and they were good. But you can't judge a place based off a DoorDash.
No, you
No.
can't. You can't. You got to go check it out, man.
4 stars? That seemed like a pretty positive review for a 4-star review.
So it's
Yeah, I
not.
don't know what dinged them.
It's not Tex-Mex. It is interior Mexican food. And
Randy knows all about that.
and it's fire. It is absolute fire. And that's that. I had a pretty wonderful little weekend.
So you, Michael Myers, and the Parks was a shark.
Parks was a shark. I was Michael Myers. Chelsea was a skeleton. And we kind of just went off. Man, I think it's the last time I wear my Michael Myers costume like on Halloween. You can't wear the mask for too long. It's just hard to breathe through. It's a whole thing, man. I pretty much just wore it for pictures.
Randy missed this. Dylan's chopped.
Oh, you're chopped?
Yeah, I'm chopped.
Oh wow, I did not know
Yeah,
that.
lots happened since you were here last, buddy.
Man, I missed out a lot.
You did, bud.
I basically did what y'all did, but on a smaller scale. We went a couple neighborhoods over, actually, to where a bunch of Rhodes schoolmates Halloween, and we did a little cul-de-sac block party. Probably, there's 150 or so people, maybe a little less, scattered about. Good time. Ran back Rick Johnson. Had the Yeti, 32 ounce. Filled it with a couple Tonyas. That's the number 1 beer in Central America. I don't know if you know that. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I was all about tequila on this trip.
Well, yeah. So we did that. I will say I totally whiffed on. I had to stay in full costume, so I rocked the bit loafers. Walking a couple miles in bit loafers, not the move. Very uncomfortable. Feet were all jacked up. Rhodes was Leonardo.
I was gonna say, like, seeing Rhodes as a Ninja Turtle and Sammy as the little pumpkin, I was like, man, I can't wait to have kids and dress them up and stuff. This looks awesome.
I mean, yeah, the Leonardo's his favorite, and I mean, I thought about getting. I was gonna text you to see if I could go into your place and get your swords.
I don't have any katanas.
No katanas. Dude, it was great, man. Didn't find any Harry's razors or anything in the apples. Didn't find the Edmund Fitzgerald inside any candy bars, sadly.
Okay.
No, I thought about doing a Ted Cruz Photoshop with being like, I found a Ted Cruz in this Twix bar, but I was too lazy to do it. Did that, man? It was just like, it's a lot. Pushing Sammy around in the stroller, let Sammy get out, run around. A lot of the parents who they know Alyssa, my wife, more than they know me, and they saw me in that, and there was a number like, so what's this costume? And I kept going. I had this bit where I was like, I actually just came from the office. Like I didn't have time to go home and put it on.
It's how I dress normally.
And a couple of them were just kind of like, yeah, like they didn't really like, okay. And then a few of them were like, the hat kind of works.
Dude, it
They're
does.
like, you should just start wearing the hat. I was like, you think I should? And Alyssa shot that down immediately. She knows it's very possible.
How does it look without the sunglasses? Because with the sunglasses and chain, and cigar, it look good. But if it's just by itself, I don't know how.
Well, that's the
it
thing. I
looks.
just have to do the cigar, sunglasses.
You got to just be a cigar guy.
I have to be that guy.
Just like a prop cigar.
No, I told her, I was like, Dylan knows the hats look good because Dylan will wear them around the office unironically.
Yeah.
And if he thought he looked stupid, he would not be doing that.
That's kind of a good point. Yeah.
So yeah, the hat might be making a comeback. I don't know. No, I can see how a guy could be like, you know what? This is my thing. I had a buddy in law school, shout out to Rob, who that was his bit. He wore it like as a driving cap.
Driving crooner. I love that. Chat, sound off if you want Dave to wear this hat. That's what I
No,
want.
I think Dylan gets first. You get first right of refusal. You get a right of refusal on the hat because it's your hat.
It's his company that he's.
It's your
supporting.
company.
I'm able to be a bigger man and concede that it's more befitting on you.
I don't think that's true.
I do.
I think the hat looks good on you.
All right.
I mean, we can both wear the hat.
There's room in a squad for two of those. I think
It looks good on Will too.
You know how you can only have like one fedora guy in a group, or else you shouldn't have any. But
we got you. So.
sometimes there's one guy who sneaks in. It's like, okay, we got a fedora guy in the group, but you can't have two.
You can't have
the squad
two.
falls apart at two. This is a more serious hat than a fedora.
I will say the hat looks good on everybody. It looks good on Randy. I don't think it would look good on Brett. Brett's too. I can't picture Brett wearing that hat. His features.
Yeah,
he's not driving cap
this
guy.
Floppy blonde hair just sticking out.
He's a floppy haired fuck,
Yeah,
as
he's a
you know.
floppy haired fuck.
The funny part was, so we got back, got Sammy the baby to bed. Then I took Rhodes around our neighborhood to see like our neighborhood friends, and I'm still wearing the costume. I went by probably 6 or 7 houses between like 7:15 and 8 o'clock. No one acknowledged that I was wearing a costume, so I think they might just think like that I was just wearing that.
That's Dave now,
Dude. There was some people like I didn't know. There was like a cool young, there's like 6 people sitting out in a driveway boozing, like, hey, yeah, and I was like talking to them. They're like, oh yeah, that's awesome. You're trick or treating after dark, man. Like just like when we were kids. I was like, yeah. I was like, we were making the rounds, blah blah blah. And I kept waiting for him to ask, like, so what's with the cigar, or like, what are you? Nobody said a thing.
no one acknowledged. Matt in the chat does make a good point here. He said Bryson looked good in the hat. People forget.
That's true. It is kind of, yeah.
Bryson brought it back.
He really did. Man, I forgot about that era of Bryson. What a time. Got home, watched Game 6. Fuck yeah, more on World Series later. Saturday, got up, played a little golf, a little late morning round of golf. We got some rain. We only got 13 holes in. The weather was great. Like, it was overcast, but like it felt very mountainy because it was cool, and it would kind of like light rain on and off, but it wasn't enough to like you could barely notice it. And then we got pulled off the course due to lightning. And then we said, well, we can either try to wait it out, or what if we just went and ate steak at Carve? And we chose to go eat steak at Carve.
When they pull you off like that, you get like a refund. They give you like a rain check voucher. How does that work? Is it just you get charged for a full round and that's it?
That did not come into play. I know most public courses will give you a rain check, but my round was comped because I'm a super guest.
Okay, you're a serious.
I'm Austin's
man.
favorite golf guest.
You're a serious man.
Well, they knew I'm a serious man, and yeah, they could tell. They could tell. Oh, also I was wearing the hat,
okay.
so it wasn't. They were just like, you know what, we're happy to have you out here.
David Rowe.
Go do some reels. Yeah, they spelled my name wrong on the back.
They didn't just
tag.
spell it wrong. They just got the wrong last name completely.
They really did. I mean, they weren't even close.
No.
I mean, 4 letters, 1 syllable. Went home, watched some Stranger Things with my wife. Got caught up a little bit on last season. Then rolled right into Game 7, man. Watched Game 7, went to bed yesterday. Had T-ball, our first night game, under the lights. There was just a buzz, dude. It was a completely different energy. Kind of cool out. Watching the ball game. There's really no little babies and stuff because they're all at home, like with the moms or with a babysitter, because it was just, it's a later game. So it was a little bit more competitive. Like, people were kind of feeling it. It was some juice. And it was a blast. It was a good game. Playoffs start Tuesday. I think we're playing the 1 seed. It's not looking great, but that's okay. You all right there?
Nice. Oh, yeah, I'm just stretching my back like Brett likes to do.
Last night, early night for me. I was tired, man. Time change got us, man. Yesterday was a long, long day. All the parents out there know. Parents of little kids know. That time change Sunday is a tough one. They were cool, but it was just I looked up and it was only like 10:30 a.m. and it felt like it was 2. It was a pretty wild day.
You get an extra hour of sleep though.
Yeah, but I was up watching baseball and it just, all good. And we're here now. Before we get into Randy's, got to talk about our good friends at Underdog Fantasy. Man, we're running football and basketball. We got a lot of sports going right now.
It's an exciting time of year for sports, man.
Whether you're into basketball, football, hockey, or any sport in between, Underdog is the best place to go. Get in on all of the action all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Get your picks right. You could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Just kind of peeping the association tonight. Got Giannis. Got the Bucks at the Pacers this evening. Giannis, higher or lower, 31.5 points. The guy's off to a blistering start. And then you got the Mavs hosting the Rockets. KD, 25.5 points, higher or lower there. I like higher because they don't really play any defense right now because half their team's hurt. But over in the NFL, tonight we got the boys.
The boys on Monday.
Boys and the Cardinals, huh? No Kyler. You see that?
Jacoby Brissett.
Okay. I can't say I'm familiar with what he's done the last year or two as a backup, but
He's
really
a
out
really
there.
good backup quarterback.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Download the app today. Use promo code STEAM to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STEAM. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Dia del Randy, actually, for those of you who speak.
Dia del Randy.
That's me.
Randy got back from Guadalajara, and then the second stop was
Technically, I guess Guadalajara, Jalisco. I guess Jalisco is like kind of like the county or whatever.
Jalisco,
So
I believe it's like a state.
yeah. So Guadalajara and so it started off.
In a more remote part of Jalisco.
Yes. So to start off, I went to Mexico on behalf of Patron. They had me out there for Dia de los Muertos, not Muertes.
Muertos.
Muertos.
Randy, this is not a hard word.
Muertos.
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 Yeah, it's good enough for them. It's good enough for us.
We've been working on this for a week now.
All right. Anyways, I went out. Day of the Dead. Let's say that.
There you go.
In English, yes.
Yes. So got into Guadalajara Wednesday, flew in, checked in the hotel, and it was a lot of downtime, and then went out to dinner to go that was the first time I met everyone with the company that brought me out there. And
Everyone is, so are there content creators?
yes. So it was a press trip. So I was like the only content one. I think they do bring people out there that are more content heavy. I know they had Sean White out there and his crew at one point too. So
Sean White.
Yeah.
The Flying Tomato.
Yep. So I think
That's him.
this was more press, and like it was a lot more people. Like there was a guy that freelance writes that mainly he does GQ stuff, a girl from Page Six, and a couple other people too. So it was a lot more like I think more blog and like magazine and that
Some serious
type
journalists.
Yeah. So went on with a bunch of them, and then we were also sharing a trip with a bunch of Spanish journalists that came in from Spain. So it was a pretty good crew. There was about I would say maybe 20 of us in total, including the people that brought us out there.
What was the name of your host or hostess?
Mary. Mary was the main one.
Okay.
Yes, she was great. She was able to help me out. She took a lot of the pictures for me too. So it was fun. Which actually you should go follow at Randy Trimbacki on Instagram. I almost said randytrimbacki.com again. I just got a gram off for Day of the Dead, and look, I've never turned myself on more than that first picture that I've taken. It's pretty good.
You turn yourself on?
I did.
What does that mean?
I look at that picture and I go, wow, that is a sexy man right there.
Okay. Okay. You got a double tap from me just now. What was Guadalajara? I'm unfamiliar with what the city's like. What are the what's the city? Is it a pretty place, or like what's going on with Guadalajara?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I wasn't there for too long. It's a lot smaller of a city. There's only a couple big buildings. I didn't really get to explore too much of the city. I pretty much got in, chilled at the hotel, and then we went out to dinner later. And I got to like experience when we were driving in the van. But as far as like exploring it myself, didn't really have much time to do that. But it is pretty. The nightlife there seems pretty good and nice, and the restaurants we went to and the bars were very upscale and nice.
Okay, it looked like you had a fancy meal every 30 minutes that you were there. You were constantly eating.
Pretty much.
How was the food?
It was delicious.
Cow tongue at one point.
That was probably the one that wasn't that was probably my least favorite thing I had the whole time.
Okay.
It tasted like if bread was meat, is the way that I described it.
If bread was meat.
Yeah.
I don't like that thought.
Yeah. But everything else was amazing. Yeah. And it was nice because there was only one time where I had to order my own thing. Every other time was just 4-course meals, just in drinks and all that. Like I barely ever ordered a drink or had like order food. It was all predetermined for us.
Okay.
Okay. Did you get to go explore the town?
Wait, hold on. Dave, do you have some questions?
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, I do. I've got some questions.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, did you get to go explore the town?
So actually, Guadalajara, I didn't get to explore too much, but day 2 is when we went into a different part of, I guess it's a different town, and it is pronounced
Tlaquepaque.
because I did not know. Because I did not know. how to-
Tlaquepaque.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that was the one where I did which to everyone, I did everything on like the Wash Instagram stories. I will be creating highlights later once I finish all the reels and stuff. So I'll let everyone know if you guys missed out when I was doing it. I pretty much documented the whole trip while I was there on the Wash Instagram story. So that was the place where we went out during the day and I did a lot of shopping and we had downtime to explore. And it was pretty much just like a long street that had a bunch of shops and like vendors. And they went all out for Day of the Dead. They had all the decorations, and everything. So I got to
Did you
explore
at
a
least
little
look
bit
at
there.
buying some pointy boots?
No, I didn't really see any boots. I might have gotten a hat. Yeah, I didn't get any boots. Anyone. The shoe size was for me to have boots for the distillery and the agave fields because they needed
Did you
specific
have to keep
boots.
them?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
they were just rented, but they were very comfortable. So when I was in
Tlaquepaque.
the how they decorated everything was amazing. It was just so much orange and flowers, and they had people that were in the full makeup, and that's where we had the dinner, the lunch, where the guy came out and was like dressed in the full garb, had the big feather headdress, and was like doing pyro, like fire dancing type stuff, and
yeah.
I was not ready for that at all, and it was sick.
Okay. How long
I
was
didn't realize
the
there'd be pyro there.
How
I
long was the
should've known.
car ride out to like the Patron facility?
Yeah, so that was Friday morning is when we went out to
Day 3.
Yeah, Hacienda Patron, which is like their big compound that has like the guest area that we stayed at that had those rooms that like I pretty much walked out straight to the courtyard.
It looked sick.
Yeah, it was
It looked
amazing.
like high end stuff.
It was very nice.
So
and
is that where they do all the production of the tequila right there on that property? And they
Yep.
also have obviously a place for visitors, like a visiting center,
yeah.
hotel rooms, and to get the full experience like you did. That's a really cool idea.
So pretty much where we stayed was the guest house, like the guest area that had that courtyard, and then it had like a couple bars, like 2 or 3 bars in, like dining areas, and then like you just walk across the like right down to the corner, and then that's the big distillery, and they had like the whole factory behind their stuff. So like you go in the front and you see the guest house and you see all this, and it just looks like a very nice like Mexican mansion pretty much, but then like the factory is behind it, and
Yeah.
it looks
That's awesome.
so cool.
How many bottles a day are they putting through that place?
Oh, I should have asked that, but a ton. Like I saw probably in the time that I was just in the room where they were labeling the stuff, I probably saw like 300, 400 bottles, and I was in there for maybe probably like 8 minutes. So they were like doing tons.
Obviously, the climate and the soil there is optimal for agave plants. Is that like is that where? Is it like agave central over there? I mean,
Yeah.
Is that where it grows the best?
Yeah,
and that's why they're located there.
I think so. And like, so they have like 2 different, they have the valley and then they have the highlands where El Alto, which is I think pretty much all of Patron stuff is. And like it takes longer to grow in El Alto, but it like produces better agave. And they don't even there's no irrigation. It gets rain during the rainy season and the agaves grow. So they don't have to put any irrigation out there, which is kind of sick.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that. Do they do like special barrel aging?
Yeah.
Any of that stuff?
So we got a good kind of rundown with all that. So after they make 2 different types of tequila, they make one that's made with just like the agave plant and it gets crushed up and then it gets fermented. And then the second type is the same thing as cooked agave, but they like spray all the plant down and then they collect all the water and the juice from it. So they're just getting the juice and they ferment that. So like on this side, they have the full plant getting fermented. This side, they have just the juices getting fermented. Then they mix it together to make tequila Patron, Patron Silver. And that's like their main thing. And then everything else pretty much comes from that in their main line. So the Reposado, they age in everything is in oak barrels. Reposado's in for 4 to 5 months, and then the añejo is for a little over a year, and then they have a couple other ones that like they mix together. So like I said, when they make the 2 different types of tequila, can't remember what one is called. It's like Tala. I'm not sure. I'm not going to try. And then the roller mill. So the juice one or the plant one. And some of them they make with just one of that tequila and they age it. Some of the other ones they make with just the other, and then they'd have different proportions. And that's what the master blenders that like they know what they're doing with all that. And I got to meet the main guy, David, which was awesome. And I did. He led us through like the tasting of all their different types of tequilas. It was sick.
What's your fave?
The main hombre.
Because you know it's on Añejo season.
Añejo, I think, was my favorite of the tequilas that are just like their main line. I love the Añejo, and then Añejo, and then they had Piedra, which is the one that's just from the plant, and they age that like in hybrid barrels, which are half American oak and half French oak. It's kind of sick, and that one tastes a lot more whiskey than just like the tequila. But like if I'm drinking straight tequila, I would want to drink that. But if I'm drinking tequila
Straight
with like
tequila night.
The French oak, Dylan, if you've never had it, it's I actually refuse to drink oak in the States.
Yeah.
It's unlike anything.
Do you have trouble keeping your clothes on? Because that means a lot of tequila consumption.
I had so much tequila. I was, as you saw, that the buttons were getting undone throughout the night.
That's what tequila does. It makes them just fall off, man.
But I'm surprised how little of a hangover I had every day. But that's like I said, additive free and just Patron.
Free vacation vibes.
It's also
Yeah,
the vacation effect.
That too. But
you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, I know what I'm going to have for breakfast because they're going to provide it. What's the interior breakfast looking like? Interior Mexican.
So they had the first time I had a Monte Cristo. That was interesting.
You had that sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you ever had a Monte Cristo?
I have.
Shout out to Bennigan's.
Yeah, a lot of the breakfast I just had, I got the first 2 days were just room service. I just picked something chalk, the salmon toast and eggs Benedict.
And that's just billed to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can understand why you would take advantage
the
of that. Yeah.
the only time I had to buy any food was in the airport. Otherwise, they took care of everything. They were such great hosts. I had a blast with them. And I was trying to think, like, they brought us out cocktails every single, like, even for all the courses, they would bring us out like 4 different cocktails. And I think I maybe had like 8 or 10 margaritas the whole time I was there. And that was just margaritas. And that had so many other different types of drinks too.
I saw you got into some karaoke.
I did.
Your last night there, was that karaoke night?
That was night. That was
like
the
Friday.
first. I think that was our first night at the Hacienda. So that was
Friday night.
Yeah, that was Friday night. Saturday night was our last night. I've also lost Dave's camera, so I'll fix that later. But I have you on the wide shot, Dave. Don't worry.
Classic Dan.
But no, yeah, karaoke. So we did a dinner, we did a cocktail hour, and then a dinner, and then they just had karaoke set up for us. It took us a little while to get into it, and then people just put on banger after banger. They had like 4 microphones, and everyone just started dancing. I think damn, Feel Like a Woman, when that was like the tipping point of, okay, now everyone's singing, everyone's
It kind
drunk.
of seemed like you took over the karaoke situation. Am I off on that read there?
You got to save some for the rest of the people.
No, I think
when you start putting your microphone in someone else's face mid song, that means you're working the crowd, man.
I'll say the guy that did GQ, Trace, he killed Born to Run, and like he was working the crowd, so he got everyone like. I think that was the first performance when people were like, okay, now we're getting hyped up.
Situation.
And then like once people started playing more songs that like everyone can sing along to, and then more microphones came out and people were like feeling each other and like having fun. Like that's when, and then I was like, you know what? No one is doing their own performances evermore. Everyone is doing performances with each other.
Did any of them know the pod?
No, one guy said that he was familiar with Washed, and then
Okay.
I did mention that we were like, I kind of like was telling people like back to TFM, post grad problems, and like Grand X, and then how like the company started. And they're like, oh, like they did not know that, and like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know what was going on. All that.
Okay. Well, from my perspective back here in Austin, you did a great job. It seems like they like you. You acted professionally, I guess.
Yes, I very professionally.
Your coverage was unbelievable.
It was fun. Well, thank you.
I imagine they're very happy with their decision to send us out there. So good job, Randy.
Yeah, that was fun. Like I got behind for the first time. I related to the people who think that we do too much content, because like I would not look at my phone for a while, and then I'd forget to check the wash story. Then I'd look, and I had like 40 stories to go through. I was like, fuck. So I'm like, so I probably missed some stuff, but you're gonna put together some reels, huh?
Yeah, there was some parts where I was like, am I doing too much content? I'm like, do I need to post every single piece of food here? But I'm like, I'm just going to go off. I'd rather do too much.
I was very, very like interested in the food. So I appreciated the food stuff.
Yeah. I got some pictures because I knew you said you wanted to know what my favorite food and all that was.
Yeah.
So I got pictures for you here, David. Pictures. All right. So I'll start with the cocktails because there's not too many of those. This was my favorite. Like probably this is the first cocktail I had. And it was just like
fresh.
That's frozen fruit instead of ice cubes. Like there's like pineapple, passion fruit, all that. It tasted like a premium gusher is the best way I could put it. It was like fruit roll up or a gusher and just make it extremely premium. And it was so good. And so like that was the first one. And it was amazing.
Were you much of a tequila guy before this trip?
Yeah, I like it. I like tequila. I definitely, that's my go-to drink when I go out to the bars now.
I love tequila.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Then there was this one.
You know who else liked it? Was Micah when he was showcasing tank tops for rowdy gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's true.
This one was a peach. It tasted like a creamsicle, but instead of orange, peach. It was delicious. And this was like the first lunch we had at the Hacienda.
Man, they just put tequila in front of you at every meal?
Pretty much.
Every outing, every meal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be in trouble, man.
Yeah, me
This
too.
It's
easy to get carried away.
I think I'm like down. I'm 2 drinks in, and I'm like, all right, I gotta chill.
Did anyone in the group that you're with just like have to call it like?
I don't think so. No,
have too much.
We were all drinking. I feel like a lot, and no one was like really drunk. The only time I felt pretty drunk was the karaoke night. But like, even then I didn't feel like too hammered at all. And so next thing, this was at the lunch in
Talakepaki.
This is like a squash soup that was served like in a pumpkin, and it was just delicious.
You never
That's
had
cool.
squash soup out of a pumpkin?
I haven't. That's true. I never had squash soup.
Damn.
And then this was
very colorful.
This was this is just like buffet at the Hacienda, the last lunch we had, and just it was so good. This drink was like very minty and fresh. The tacos and the shrimp here were delicious. But my favorite thing I had, I think, all week was this roasted lamb. It was so good, and it's like stuffed with shrimp too.
Damn.
It was
That
delicious.
looks really good.
Eating good, man.
Yeah.
So you're happy you went? It was a good experience, wasn't it?
I am very happy I went. It was fun.
I told you, dude. They make you feel so important, like on these trips.
They do.
Like they treat you so
You guys
well.
are important.
They drive you around. They pick up tab for everything. You just feel like you're somebody. It's a lot of fun.
Going out to the agave fields when we did that Saturday during the day, it is just so tranquil and peaceful out there. It was just like you have the hills and all that. It was awesome.
Did you had some time to unplug, turn your phone off, just go off the DAR for a minute?
No, not really.
Did you go off the DAR?
Pretty much when I would get back to the hotel room, it was like, all right, it's time to relax. But it's also like, now I have Wi-Fi. Let me upload all the like 25 different things I just captured.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful out there.
It's good content.
Do you have a good like international plan on your phone? Do we need to reimburse you for any?
No, I got
Okay.
Verizon. I get 2 gigabytes a day, and then after that, it's like I just get like less. So I'm fine.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Well, great job, Randy. I'm glad you had a good time, man. It looks like you crushed it. It really does.
That's crazy that Patron's about to sponsor the studio and just send us a bunch of tequila.
Oh no!
That's
Don't
wild.
sponsor the studio.
That would be great. But yes,
man.
Follow at Randy Trimbecki and at Wash Media if you're not already, because I'm going to be doing more posts with pictures and doing some reels and all that stuff, and everything will be pretty much on those too. So yes, go follow along for that.
Well, I'm glad you got to do this, man.
Yeah.
I am too. It was so much fun.
It was electric. You know, speaking of electric, I had a pork chop for lunch yesterday.
You did.
I'm back in on pork chops. Sliced it up real good. Mixed it with some Mexican street corn, actually. Cooked it up in my Tovala.
Tovala.
And it was darn good.
I'm all out of my Tovala meals. I'm pretty sad about it.
We finished ours yesterday.
Might have to re-up soon.
If you love great food but hate cooking or cleaning, listen up, because this just made my weeknight meals about 10 times easier. Tovala is just easy. They give you like the protein in a little tray, and then like, for example, the street corn in another. You pop it in, you open the app, you scan the QR code on the card that comes with each meal, and it just, boom, 20 minutes or whatever it is, starts it up, cooks, tells you exactly how to do it. It's so easy.
And even if that sounds like too much for you, like the whole app situation, you don't need to use it as that. You can just use it like a regular oven or toaster oven or air fryer or steamer. It does all of these things.
Broils, bakes, like you said, no guesswork needed. You can save up to $300 on the Tovala Smart Oven when you order over 6 meals 6 times at least by heading to tovala.com/circling back. That's tovala.com/CB actually, and use our code CB for a limited time. Let's run that back. How about that? Save up to $300 on the Tovala Smart Oven when you order 6+ times by heading to tovala.com/CB and using our code CB for a limited time. The teriyaki chicken, or just the chicken and broccoli, has been really good. The pork chop was really good too, because they give you like the sauce you just drizzle over the pork chop. I sliced it up and plated it like it looks on the card, just to make myself like feel like I was really doing some fine dining. And you know what? It tasted like fine dining. It was fantastic.
It's really, really good.
Really good. Tovala.com/CB. Use your code CB for a limited time, and that'll save you up to $300 on the smart oven. So check it out. It's not often you get the greatest game of all time on your Saturday evening when you're back home and just like looking to lay low, but we had that. In fact, we had a Game 6 and a Game 7, Friday night, Saturday night. World Series over. It's just a great time for baseball, man.
Dodgers down 2-3 going to Toronto, so they had to take both of them on the road to win it. And of course they did that, but man, it was baseball at its absolute best. You had just amazing plays. You had stars playing like stars. It was just so much fun. We had Scherzer, Ohtani starting Game 7. It was just all-time baseball, man.
Man, I love Max Scherzer.
I do too.
I love him. We were talking last night at the baseball game or at the T-ball game, like, are you a Dodger hater? Do you find yourself rooting against the Dodgers? It's weird because in years past, like probably I've always liked Kershaw, but like I kind of bought into the the Ohtani thing got a hold of me, and I was like, I just want to see greatness.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm fine with it. But also, if the Blue Jays win, I love Vlad. Like I said, I love Scherzer. I've always liked George Springer. So I was like good either way, which is kind of a weird place to be when you're watching like
I felt the same
a Game
way,
7,
actually.
but it was great.
I found myself pulling. I didn't really care that much, but I found myself pulling for the Blue Jays, probably just because the Dodgers are like, the we need a salary cap crowd is getting really loud these days, and the Dodgers have just become pretty much a wagon because of their payroll. They have that roster is just absolutely loaded. So for that reason, I think I was pulling for the Blue Jays, and they haven't won since the early 90s. Really, really fun team. Vlad Jr., like you said, he's so much fun to watch. I love him.
Dude, Yamamoto.
And I love Scherzer. Yamamoto
is fucking insane.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out like a comp, and then Twitter reminded me of Madison Bumgarner back in the day.
Okay.
But like that was insane. I was just kind of got to the point where I was watching it like hoping it didn't come down to Kershaw having to go out there.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to see Kershaw in his last game ever go out there and get touched up.
Yeah, and he may have.
And a little message for the people of Toronto. I can relate to losing a game, a World Series game, in really, really gut-wrenching fashion. I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't really get better. You're going to think about it forever. Even when your team wins the World Series, maybe like 12 years later, if you guys are as lucky as the Rangers are, you still think about it. It still hurts. I was listening to a Joe Buck interview this morning, and they were talking about his Game 6 call, the David Freese and all that, and I was like, yeah, that was still my worst sports night ever.
Yeah.
So IKF, former Ranger great, we got to talk slide. We got to talk slide or run.
Well, the catch against on the warning track, and I think it was the bottom of the ninth to extend the game. Pajes is his name. He pretty much just trucked Kike Hernandez.
He just alphaed him.
Yeah. Who would not have made that catch, I don't think.
No, it would have been a Willie Mays catch, right?
That was like an all-time World Series moment. I mean, it was an incredible catch in an incredible moment in the game.
So I don't know, I didn't watch any interviews with Kike after that game, but like the way he's lying down and like doesn't get up for a sec, do you think in his mind he thought like I just lost the World Series?
He didn't. He couldn't have seen that the ball was caught because of the way he just went straight down, facing down.
That had to have been a really bad split second.
Unreal. But he had a pretty. I think that was a ninth. He had a pretty. He had a really bad at bat that inning.
He was terrible.
He was chasing balls way out of the zone, struck out, and then that play.
They put Pajes in for defense, which is in.
Yes, they did. Well, they pulled. Someone got on base, and they pulled him. I forgot who it was. They pulled him and put Pajes in to pinch run for him, and then he would become the defensive replacement. And just makes an all-time play.
Back at Grand X, they were calling me Johnny Pajes Views.
Yeah, his name is just spelled Pages, but it's obviously Latin, so Pajes. Yeah, and then the slide, the force out at home plate. Who was the guy? Who was the runner on third?
It was Connor Falefa, I believe.
Okay. I didn't notice until this morning. Actually, I saw a replay of the play. I don't know what that guy was doing, but he took the smallest lead off of third base. He was like 3 feet off the bag on a play where you have to score on a ground ball. It's a forced play at home. There are less than 2 outs. You have on a ground ball, you got to get there. He took the smallest lead off of third base. It didn't make any sense to me, and he was a hair late getting home. Decided to slide feet first.
Dude, I think he was Oriforming.
He
I think he wanted that.
He had his arms up. He wanted the dramatic finish and the photo finish. It was probably should have slid head first, but his biggest mistake was just not getting a healthy lead off at third base, and I don't know why he was so close to the bag.
I spent so much time reading like what slide is like. What's the fastest way from point A to point B? Like head first slide or just running. And my take is if he had just ran it through.
There are studies shown that the fastest way to get to a bag is running through the bag, which of course you can only do at first or home. You can't do that at second and third. So that's the fastest way to get to a bag is to run through it as fast as you can. I think the second fastest is probably a head first slide.
He had a sliding glove on.
That's probably the second fastest way to get to a bag. And home plate, you're supposed to slide, especially in a play at the plate. You're supposed to slide. But there was no tag, so that does lend itself to be able to run through it because it was a forced play. But in that situation, I don't think you run through home plate. I think you have to slide.
Yeah. It sucks that he's going to get second guessed. And by everyone for eternity.
I believe Will Smith is the catcher for the Dodgers. His foot comes off the plate as he catches the ball, and he has to then find it again, and he got there. He was 2 inches away from hitting.
Was it the second baseman who fielded that?
Second baseman, and he kind of stumbled.
He stumbled, dude.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And then it shouldn't have been that close, but it was. Oh, yeah, he stumbled, and still he fired a strike after he regained control. Awesome play. Bad base running, but awesome play.
Yeah, that was brutal.
And then Will Smith hits the go-ahead home run.
That was insane.
Great baseball, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping that. I don't know. I'm hoping that gets my my oldest. We watched a little bit of Game 6 together. But like I'm gonna go back and show him a little bit of that because we were talking yesterday after the game about some plays in the field. Granted, I'm talking about like 4 and 5 year olds, but like I was like, I was like, you will watch some baseball with me, man. You can help. It'll help you with like knowing where to take that ball. And I don't know. I want to get him into it. If he becomes like a Dodgers fan, so be it. But that was a delightful way to round out my Friday night, Saturday night.
It was fun.
It was good. Baseball's back. It's so back. Otani. Did you see the clip of him talking to A-Rod and everybody after the game and he's doing it through his translator? And then at the very end, they're like, all right, thank you. And he like just breaks into perfect. And it's like, thank you guys. And then people are like, wait, what? Like it just sounded way too.
Yeah, it was perfectly delivered. How much English can that dude speak at this point? He's been in the States for a while now.
I don't know. It's always funny to think about, like, if he's just sitting there understanding everything being said around him, and yet he's still going through
He
that
seems to
translator.
understand better than he can speak it. Like he'll nod along like he understands, and then of course his translator will translate for him. But that dude's unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, man.
He got touched up a little bit. He gave up a 3-run bomb to Bo Bichette,
Yeah,
which was a big play in the game, big moment in the game. Bo Bichette, of course, son of Dante Bichette. Remember him from the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
There you go. Randy, did y'all get to watch any ball? Oh, you said you had a guy watching on his phone.
Yeah, that was about as much as I got to watch. So I was staying in tune with what was happening, but
Yeah.
didn't actually get to watch any.
You're a real seam head.
Yeah.
This guy loves ball.
I know this was like a great World Series, though, so I was a little bummed I didn't actually get to watch any of it
It's
live.
very exciting.
Yeah.
We had an 18-inning game early on, and then this one, of course, went 11. Still nuts.
Still nuts. So Squarespace. This show's brought to you by Squarespace. It's the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. We've really been touting their video because we like video around here. They make it easy to showcase your expertise, engage clients with video content on your website, upload and organize your videos, create stunning video libraries, and even monetize your content by adding a paywall, perfect for online courses, exclusive tutorials, and premium workshops. Why don't you go over to squarespace.com/steam, get your free trial. When you're ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, squarespace.com/steam for the free trial. Ready to launch, use offer code STEAM to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. You knew who Hugh Freeze was, Don. You knew it. But did you see how the internet's found out? The Twitter guys?
I did. I haven't really dug into it to see exactly how it played out, but yeah, I do know that people were tipped off to the firing before it happened because of tea time.
Yeah, he's got a standing tea time and has his name on it, or actually his wife's name, interestingly. But yeah, somebody noticed. Somebody went and looked at it and saw that it had been canceled. It was no longer there. And people were like, uh-oh. And then you find out a couple hours later, yeah, he's done.
Dude, college football is just the best, isn't it?
So
they will people will dig through all kinds. I mean, of course, the private
Flight
jet, the flight
tracks.
tracker
Yep.
thing is a big one that people track. But this one is kind of next level sleuthing. Of course,
Yeah.
the John Mateer thing with the Venmo transaction was a big story early on.
Yeah, you you really have no privacy if you are at an elite program in coaching or playing capacity. You got to realize, you just be private on everything.
Dude, the coaching jobs that are available are nuts.
We were talking about that last night. Like, there's so many big name jobs open. Like, how many reaches are there about to be? Like, dudes where you're like, what? Like,
And these things, like if one job becomes open, this basically means two jobs become open
Yeah.
because someone's got to leave a job to go there, and so it has this trickle down effect. That's why they call it a coaching carousel. But it's going to be real exciting this offseason. We have Florida, we have LSU, we have Oklahoma State, now we have Auburn. Those are
Penn
all
State.
Penn State. These are all big jobs.
These are big jobs.
These are big jobs.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say Baylor, and then Baylor like blows out UCF at home, like buys Dave Aranda another week. It's just like you're at the point where it's like, what if you're a school like a Baylor or an Oklahoma State? Probably not Auburn. Auburn's a bigger, SEC program. But like, what do? You say you go get rid of your coach right now. Like Oklahoma State did. They had no choice, right? But what the other jobs that you're competing with out there? It's like, what do you do?
You kind of have to see how the chips fall before you can go after your guy.
What are you gonna do?
I know.
You gonna go out there and outpay somebody for James Franklin? Like, no.
I saw is it Jeff Traylor, the UTSA head coach? I saw his name getting floated out with Auburn already.
He's always out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great coach. I mean, he's made UTSA relevant. I don't know. I'm still pro Arkansas. That would be my job of choice.
Why Arkansas?
Because I think you can recruit good enough to compete for the SEC at some point, but there's not the national, playoffs or bust every year.
Dude, it's all about alumni backing. How
I don't know anything about their alumni.
your NIL collective, how strong that is.
Did they get the Walmart money?
I don't know how involved the Walton family is
Okay.
with Arkansas athletics.
Because that would be quite useful.
You think we would have heard about it by now?
Yeah. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's gonna be insane, and it all seems to center around Lane Kiffin for the last 10 days.
Yeah.
And he's loving it.
We'll wait and see what Lane does.
He's posting mindfulness tweets.
Yeah, talking about how he doesn't coach for the money. It's not about that. And maybe he's not lying. I don't know.
I don't think he should leave.
Dude, I think he's got a great. He's in a great spot.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the pressure at LSU, if he were to go there, is much greater than it is at Ole Miss, and he's winning at Ole Miss. He has a very talented team.
What was the quote from the 5-star, the Auburn 5-star?
Whatever's best for the program, I support, or something like that.
He said I liked Freeze, but
yeah,
and it was just funny that he called him Freeze. It's a very unfriendly
dismissive
way. Yeah, I liked Freeze, but end of the day, whatever's best for the program.
He doesn't seem like a likable, a player's coach type, doesn't he?
No, he may be. Yeah, he's not on a Brian Kelly. But the stuff that's come out about Brian Kelly, just people throwing him under the bus,
former players being
absolutely
see ya.
Yeah,
no one likes that guy.
Nah,
universally disliked.
Not a good guy.
Can you pull up the link I put for the OU kicker? The OU kicker's getting some play because he's got just the shortest shorts possible. I mean, those things, I guess he cuts them. I don't know, or you fold them up. I don't know how you get them to be that short.
Dude, they're just Andrew shorts.
Give me some audio, too.
Tate Sandal.
Listen to Kirk Herbstreit.
In the sport?
I guess not. It is with me, but
those are the shortest I've ever seen on a football field.
Should be,
right?
Bill, that should be a penalty. Just dressing like that should be a penalty. What the hell is it? Wearing shorts out there?
Good kicker, though,
Dressing
right?
like that should be a penalty. He went on to later call him Daisy Dukes.
Okay, they're not that bad.
Dude, these are bad.
I mean, look.
This kicker, by the way, is really good.
Yeah.
So we'll give him credit for that. He also said he was asked about it after the game because word got out that Herbstreit was talking about his shorts. He goes, well, I'm not going to change, so.
Yeah, those are
It looks pretty stupid.
Those are track speed suit shorts.
I mean, football pants used to serve a purpose because they had the knee pad and the thigh pad. And those are kind of a thing of the past. You don't see those anymore. And now, since players realize they don't need the pads in the knee, well, I guess I can just kind of do whatever I want with my pants.
Wait, okay, so now I've got a question. Are there any kickers wearing pants with knee pads?
No, I don't think so.
There's not, right?
I don't think so. It's not necessary for a kicker.
No. I mean,
if you're a running back, you need them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're a kicker, I can understand how that would be kind of cumbersome.
Dude, it looks freeing.
It does.
It's dope, dude.
But he also looks ridiculous. This looks
Is
stupid.
that a 5-inch seam?
It's very, very short.
That's so frat.
Dude.
It's very short.
This guy can take it over to Fiji right after the game, if they're letting him throw.
They got to let him throw after he.
You think they'll let him throw
After he played as well as he did,
Yeah,
and
he
they
did.
got the dub.
It's a big
too.
dub.
They got a big dub.
That's a big dub.
Can't figure OU out, man. Can't figure that. The defense is always good. The offense is just hit or miss. Very hit or miss.
Very hit or miss. Great show.
Anything else you want to touch on?
Not really.
Texas had 3 good quarters. Got the dub. Arch
You
looked
know,
good.
yeah, it was. I know it got very squirrely at the end there, but looked like a good time. I saw what's his name, Pavia's brother,
Got into it with some fans.
getting into it with some fans.
That checks out.
He doesn't seem like a nice guy.
That checks out.
Like
Yeah.
what's happening?
Bye week coming up, then we go to Athens.
Oh, buddy,
Yeah, I know. It's a big
Colin
one.
Simmons, another sack. Ant Hill sack.
Defensive lineman player of the week from the SEC.
Really?
Dude, he's balling out.
God damn,
He
shooting
was-
up that draft board. He was already.
This sounds
high.
like I'm being sour. Dude, he was held so many times that weren't called. He could have. I mean, he's an animal right
Dude,
now.
nothing will teach you more about like the ins and outs of holding than having a very, very good defensive end or somebody edge rusher on your team that you're just like he's the guy you're keyed in on, and you're like you'll convince yourself like when Mike is a Cowboy, I'm watching, I'm like he's held on 80% of the plays.
Every third down play, I key in on Simmons because I'm like he's gonna do something here.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, he was getting tackled from behind,
Come on,
and they weren't calling it. It was ugly.
All right,
Yeah,
Good show.
good show. Shout
tomorrow
out to,
cold calls. I'll put the form up.
Fumble the
Randy?
Coochie week.
You looks
Yeah.
like you got something fun.
I was just gonna say shout out to Patron. Follow at Randy Trebecki and at Wash Media for more content regarding all that. But yeah,
all right. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.